Well, I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a very happy Christmas and also a happy and safe break. And so I've been a bit amiss with some of the videos in the last 6 weeks, but I've got plenty planned for 2018, which I'm looking forward to sharing with you next year. But in the meantime, just before Christmas, I've actually finished my first update for the Japanese Fenders that I've been actually importing into the country. And I've just finished this beautiful 1997 62 reissue Black Custom Telecaster, and this came in from Tokyo about 6 weeks ago, and it's a very, very sweet guitar. In fact, I've been picking the guitars that I bring in just for their kind of uniqueness, and there's one thing I love is a Black Custom Telecaster, and for me this is Italian, it's dinner suit. And this one's really nicely aged actually, as opposed to a lot of the relic guitars that get kicking around. This one's actually been played and used, and it's just aged really nicely. It's got lots of mojo with it. And this one's up for sale on Reverb if anyone's interested. There's a few other items that I've kind of thrown in and collated a bit of a journey with this one. So I'm going to let you have a listen to it and then tell you about some of the updates that I've done on the guitar. So now let's talk about the original Japanese Fender guitars. And actually I've got a few of these Japanese guitars and I'm actually very fond of them. In fact, the only Strat that I have is a crafted in Japan Stratocaster, which I actually pulled apart and rewired with American pickups, and it's just a fabulous guitar. So that's one of the reasons why I love bringing in these Japanese Fenders, especially this era. So this is a crafted in Japan as well. Of course, a rosewood fingerboard and a maple neck, vintage tuners, and they're just beautiful guitars, beautiful timbers and so forth. And in my opinion, they're every bit as good as an American Fender. So I thought now I'd actually talk about what you can expect if you bring in a Japanese Fender guitar into the country of this era. And generally these guitars are around about $1,000 Aussie to bring into the country. And from my experience, and I brought a few of them in now, they need quite a bit of work to get them into some kind of shape where you'd want to play them. And there's quite a few people just slapping together a very quick setup and flicking them out the door. And certainly this guitar has not been given that, actually. It's been given a lot of love and care. And I chose it because I love the age finish. And I'm kind of a little bit over the reliking, to be honest. I like a guitar now that's kind of got some genuine age to it. And that's one of the reasons I picked this. But it's still in really nice condition. So what have I done to it? Well, it's gone off to Brendan Mason at Real Guitars, and it's actually had quite a lot of work done to it. Of course, a full setup, but also a fret dress. So it's kind of ironed out all the issues there. And it plays beautifully right across the fingerboard, which is actually really important. And as I said, a lot of the guitars of this era from Japan don't. So it's had quite a lot of work done with that. I've also actually changed out all the electronics of this guitar. And quite often guitars of this era, they come in with Texas Special pickups, which I'm really not fond of in Japanese guitars. I actually find them a kind of a pickup that has no charisma to them. So I've taken out all the electronics and I've actually put in, or Brendan actually has put in, a Emerson custom classic Telecaster three-way wiring kit into this. And then also I've wired in actually a set of 52 reissue American pickups. And they came out of a guitar that actually I sold recently, and I just had them lying around. And I'm particularly fond of those pickups. They're a really nice, sweet Telecaster kit. And of course, I've actually put the bridge tray here on and the saddles too from that guitar, because when I updated the original guitar, it had a Bigsby. So that's gone on there, and it's actually come together really, really nicely. And of course, I've also thrown in a brand new bone aged nut there, which looks fantastic on the guitar with the aged Klusner style tuners. So really happy with this guitar, and it's come together really well. Now, because I'm so fond of Japanese Fender guitars, and I really do enjoy doing up these kind of guitars and putting them on the channel, I thought I'd actually curate a really fun package and a unique package with the sale of this guitar. So I've brought into the country actually from LA this Geisha Girls Samurai gig bag, and this is done by a company called Boldface in Los Angeles actually, and it's a limited edition bag. And it's done by a Canadian artist, so it's really cool actually. The guitar fits nicely in it, really good quality gig bag. And I've also imported into the country from Tokyo this silk cherry blossom guitar strap, which you can see here, which is really cool, and of course matches the Black Custom Tele in its dinner suit really nicely. So there you have it. If you're interested in the guitar, go and check out the Reverb listing. It's kind of guitar I actually wouldn't mind hanging on to myself. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Now, if you've got any comments, as usual, leave them in the comment section, and I always like reading those. And again, I'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe break. And again, see you on the flip side in 18 with lots of new content on Tone.